Hello, today you will be learning how to complete a student employee timesheet as part of your work based learning experience. Your timesheet records your hours and times worked for a specific week. This information is used for payroll purposes, which determines how much you will be paid for that week. It is important that you complete the timesheet accurately before submitting it to your supervising educator. The timesheet is broken down into three sections. The first section, or blue section, records information about you, the employee, the worksite, and program supervisors. The second, or red section, is where you, the employee, record the days and times you have worked for that specific week. The last section is the employee evaluation, verification, and certification section, or the green section. This section is to be completed on the last day worked. When all sections are complete, the timesheet needs to be signed by you and your worksite supervisor. Remember, it is your responsibility to submit your timesheet to your supervising educator accurately and in a timely manner. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at a sample timesheet. As you can see, the top section states the employee's information, such as your name, school of attendance, employee number, worksite, supervising educator, and your worksite supervisor. Please note that the timesheets are dated weekly. This timesheet is used during September 8th through September 14th. Please double check that you're completing the correct timesheet for that week. The second section is where you record the dates and times worked. Before you complete the timesheet, here are a few reminders. You are only allowed to work in 30-minute increments. Secondly, if you are absent for a full day, you are not allowed to report to your worksite. Lastly, if you work 5 hours or more, you must take an unpaid lunch break and record those times. Let's go ahead and take a look at the student's weekly log. The week starts on Sunday, September 8th, and ends on the following Saturday, September 14th. When you work, you must find the appropriate row where you will record the time across the table and complete the appropriate columns. In each day you work, you will note the time in, or the time you start, and time out, which is the time you leave. In this example, the student worked on Monday, September 9th, Wednesday, September 11th, and Saturday, September 14th. On Monday, September 9th, the student only worked for 1 hour. They logged in their start time at 3:30 p.m. and logged out when they left at 4:30 p.m. This student worked for a total of 1 hour. On Wednesday, September 11th, the student was only able to work for 30 minutes. They clocked in at 3:35 p.m. and clocked out at 4:05 p.m. for a total of 30 minutes or half an hour. As a reminder, you are only allowed to work in 30-minute increments. Please see your supervising educator if you need additional explanation. On Saturday, September 14th, this student worked from 9 a.m. until 3:30 p.m. Because the student is working more than 5 hours, they must take a 30-minute unpaid lunch break. They took their lunch at 12:30 p.m. and returned to work at 1 p.m. Because that lunch is unpaid, the 30 minutes will be deducted from their overall hours worked. Please take a look at the last column labeled Hours Worked. This section should be left blank. Your supervising educator will complete the section for accuracy. The last section is the employee evaluation and certification portion. At the end of the work week, your worksite supervisor will rate your overall performance in 5 sections: responsibility, performance, cooperation, initiative, and appearance. This rating will range from poor to excellent. And this section is used as an opportunity to get feedback on your overall performance and track your progress over time. The hours and verification section will be completed by the supervising educator. This section is used to track how many hours you have worked and how many hours you have left for the year. Based on your time reporting, the supervising educator will call, email, or visit your worksite to verify that the hours and dates worked are accurate. This section will be completed by your supervising educator after you have turned in this timesheet. Lastly, on the last day you work, you and your worksite supervisor must certify and sign the bottom sections. This signature date should match the last day you work. Let's go ahead and review the student employee timesheet. Once again, a timesheet is a record of days and hours worked for a specific week. Employees are to work in 30-minute increments. Employees must not report to their worksite if they have been absent from school. Employees that work over 5 hours must take a 30-minute unpaid lunch break. The student and worksite supervisor must certify and sign the timesheet on the last day of work. And lastly, it is the responsibility of the employee to make sure that the timesheet is accurate and submitted on time. Congratulations, you are now ready to start your work-based learning experience. If you have any further questions, please see your DOTS teacher or VTA.